Good afternoon, Endgame fam. Welcome back. We're here with you live once again to get you ready for the upcoming week because, well, football, it never stops. At least for now. In January, it'll stop and we'll all get sad, but for now, it's still going on. And we never stop talking about football and trying to help you prepare to win in season and even off season. But we're almost to playoff season. That's right. It's getting serious now. So obviously, you take it 1 week at a time. As we always say, it's a weekly game. But, Chris, how much right now at this point do you just have to look playoffs and build your team for that in terms of waiver wire, your last second trades here, because trade deadlines are coming up, for a lot of leagues. We're going to start talking about schedules and all this. But it's like you still have to win this week and next week. You have to make sure you make the playoffs, your seeding and all that's important. But, like, how soon do you start to think purely postseason?
Well, it depends. Depends where you're at. I mean, if you're like first place, dominating your league, you should be thinking purely about postseason right now. Like, you should not be making moves that only help you win this week but hurt you long term. Like that, just to get that win this week. Now, on the flip side, if you're fighting for the playoffs, like, sure, think about the playoffs a little bit, but you got to get there first. So you might have to make some moves that don't feel good right now, but you got to do it to win. You know what I mean? So it really depends on where you're at.
Yeah, and we see people all the time like must win, like have to win this week, and they're like 7-3. Like, okay, like, you want to win. I mean, that's good that you want to win every week. You should try, but you have to get perspective here, right? Don't be short-sighted. And this is why we literally named ourselves Endgame, because we're always looking ahead and want you to look ahead toward the big picture, right? Try to plan towards what the goal is. The goal is not just playoffs, but championship. So we're going to keep making those moves. Now, you do have to win this week. I mean, you should win this week. Let's tell you which players will help you win and which players will not help you win. It's the injury report. It's a pretty long list this week. So let's get into it. I'm gonna have to start with probably the big one here. I knew it was too good to be true. Bucky Irving, Chris Godwin. No, they weren't close. They were never close. Come on, they were ruled out already before Friday. They were just kind of like walking around pretending to. No, they're not close. I don't even think Bucky's coming back next week or Chris Godwin.
Wow, really? I think we'll see Bucky next week. I feel like Bucky was close. I don't feel like Godwin was close. I did predict somebody on the whatever stream it was it the Tuesday stream or whatever one that I did solo? Somebody said if you had to bet $1,000 when we see Bucky back, I did say week 13, but now I feel like we might see him. I mean, he was limited in all three practices, so yeah, we'll see.
All right, maybe Bucky, but Godwin, how do you go from like late November, early December, to all of a sudden he's out there? I feel like this is shenanigans, but
maybe.
You never know these days. All right, pretty obvious that Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin are not coming back. That was probably never really a question, but they are out again. Unfortunately, Jackson Dart, young quarterback for the Giants, no, he's out, which means we are treated, and I mean it when I say we're going to get treated to famous Jameis. That's right, Jameis Winston, but he's not going to have Darius Slayton to throw to. Just when he's looking like a strong pickup, just when like, hey, he's got Jameis Winston, Dayball's gone, but Slayton is out. Is this going to be just all like, is Wan'Dale Robinson going to get 20 targets in this game? Is there somebody else who might actually do something?
I'm sure there's other people that will do things, but you got to feel really good about Wan'Dale Robinson with Darius Slayton out. I've definitely moved Wan'Dale up quite a bit this week.
Yeah, and I was doing my picks on Underdog, which we'll talk about in a second, but I think his targets, I was looking targets, it was already double digits, like 10.5 or something like that. And like, I don't think I can go lower. Like, I don't think so.
No.
But anyways, I think I took a Theo Johnson pick. I can't remember if it was yards or receptions. All right, so Marvin Harrison Jr., this is the one that, kind of surprising, but that appendicitis, he's out. And so that's going to hurt as far as Cardinals. And let's also keep going with the Cardinals. Bam Knight is questionable here for the Cards. So this is starting to feel like an offense you just kind of want to stay away from, but you think there's some sneaky value somewhere?
Yeah, I like Amari Dummer. I like Amari Demercado. I liked him before. Well, we don't know if Bam Knight's playing, but I mean, I talked about it in today's video. But you look at it, the last 2 games. Yeah, Bam Knight's gotten more touches, but Bam Knight's plodding his way to hardly anything. Demercado's had big plays. Like, that's what I want in my fantasy lineup. Like, I don't want, a guy who's going to get 15 touches for 50 yards. Like, what does that help? How does that help me? Give me the guy who's going to get 10 touches for 100 yards. You know what I mean? Because he has that one big play. So, but if Bam Knight is out, that's even better. And this is a good matchup for him against that 49ers defense is decimated with injuries right now. Just decimated.
Yeah, every part of the 49ers is decimated with injuries. So good to know. But actually, you know what? Good news. Again, I almost kind of want to see it before I believe it. Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall both playing. Is it possible? I mean, I guess it is. They say it's happening, but I know I'm very skeptical about Purdy making it through the game and even looking good. Remember, it's that toe injury. They said it's going to bother him all season. It's never going to be 100% healthy. That matters when you're right, when you're using your throwing motion. You got to press off that toe. I don't know. I'm very, very skeptical on Purdy. Pearsall still feels risky as well, but I don't know. Do you feel like you can throw these guys in your lineup?
I will say Pearsall definitely feels risky to me. Kittle healthy, CMC healthy, Jennings out there. That one does feel a little risky. I mean, Purdy also feels risky, of course, here, but I don't know. I feel like it's not like the 49ers are desperate. Like, Mac Jones been horrible. So I feel like the fact that they're putting Purdy out there, they must feel pretty good about him. I mean, I wouldn't want to start him in a 1 QB league, but I certainly think there are many worse options this week.
Good point. There are always worse options. So, but yeah, Purdy and Pearsall. I mean, look, good to see those guys back on the field. Just, I want to see it before I believe it. Okay, so we heard today now. J.K. Dobbins, we had been waiting. We knew he had that foot injury. He was looking for a second opinion. He hasn't been placed, at least as far as I know, on IR, but the word I believe they used was indefinitely or something like that. It's going to be a while. It sounds like he might not be back even after the bye. So no Dobbins this game. Talk real quick about Harvey. I know we talk about it, of course, in the start sit, but how good are you feeling about Harvey against the Chiefs?
Well, I don't feel great. It is a Chiefs. It is a tough matchup. So, but look, you got to move them up. I mean, we pretty much had the expectation, I think, all week that Dobbins was going to be out. So it's not like this has moved him up for me because I didn't expect Dobbins to play. If it was a better matchup, I'd feel better. I still there's definitely running backs I would prefer over him. Plus, we don't know. We can't just say for sure. Like, remember the first game Ramondre missed a few weeks ago before TreVeyon Henderson started scoring touchdowns like it was the easiest thing in the world. Remember, TreVeyon Henderson was just okay that game, and it wasn't like all TreVeyon Henderson in that game. Like, we can't just say for sure that this is it. It's all RJ Harvey, and it's not a great spot, but you still have to feel pretty good. He should get the bulk of the touches here. He should.
I'm coming around a little bit as far as I know. It's not a great spot, right? Obviously, the Chiefs are a good defense. This game might be low scoring both ways, might be tough, but I still feel like the touches, the touchdown upside, I feel good enough. I'm flexing Harvey in most of the leagues where I have him.
Yeah.
But we just don't want to go crazy. I'm not ready for the TreVeyon breakout just yet. I'll take another week. All right. Speaking of tight ends and that game too at Buffalo, going back to when I said indefinitely, it reminded me of Dalton Kincaid because Dalton Kincaid is out indefinitely, they say. And then also Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is out. That's kind of a surprise, right? He was a good matchup for him. What else? Isaiah Pacheco in that game, the Chiefs game, he is out. So be prepared for Kareem Hunt to aggravate you again. And CJ Stroud is out also. So we're getting treated to more General Mills. Okay, questionable. I see Drake London on the report. I don't like that. What's going on with Drake London?
Yeah, it sounds like it's more like a illness than anything. He's listed with illness/back. but this doesn't sound too concerning, so I'm not really worried about this.
Okay, let's hope he plays. Drake London on the injury report. Let's see, Devontae Adams. Now that one shouldn't be a big surprise. This was from last week, right? He kind of had that back issue. He's holding his back late in the game, so it sounds like he's probably playing though, right?
Yeah, this is one I'm pretty sure, like Sean McVay said early in the week, like he could have played if we needed him last week. I'm not worried at all about Devontae Adams here.
Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to worry. So Adams, keep him in your lineup. Are you keeping or putting BTJ in your lineup? Still questionable with that ankle. I mean, even if he plays, I'm asking, do you want BTJ in your lineup?
Well, you can't feel good. You can't feel good. I mean, but look, surprisingly, 3 straight limited practices. I mean, maybe there's a chance, but no, with a less than 100% ankle, it can't feel good.
Definitely not. I'm not starting him anywhere. Quentin Johnston, also questionable, shin injury. Matthew Golden, still that shoulder that's been bothering him. He's questionable. Calvin Ridley could come back. They made it sound like he was coming back, but he's still questionable. Is this just like a technicality? You think he's playing?
Yeah, I think he's probably playing this week. I don't know if you care, but he's probably playing.
Yeah, against the Texans, no thanks. And then let's see, Brock Wright. We usually don't talk about Brock Wright being questionable, but this maybe matters because of Laporta, huh?
Yeah, so if you were like, hey, I'm going to pivot from Laporta to Brock Wright, like, maybe not.
So does this mean, because we saw already last week, Jameson Williams, all of a sudden, big game with Big Dan calling the plays. Are we feeling JMO again?
Well, I do like the fact that it's like 2 weeks in a row he's been involved. Dan Campbell calling the plays, but this is not a great spot necessarily for Jameson Williams, but I still think he's better than, again, a lot of options out there as far as flexes go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to take a shot. But anyways, we'll see about that. Brock Wright, Sam Laporta out. In good news, Rico Dowdle, no doubt. Aronde Gadsden, there was a little scare with that knee bruise, right? Caught a knee from somebody on his knee. He's good to go, though. So no issues there. DJ Moore is clear. Romeo Dobbs is actually good to go as well. Chris Rodriguez and Marvin Mims is back. All right. Well, there you go. Now, we'll do this again tomorrow. We'll update you on the latest injuries and let you know what's going on. So I did mention a little earlier, doing my underdog picks last night. A lot of you do that. Some of you maybe haven't done it yet. You haven't tried underdog. I suggest you start now with this. It's a gimme pick. It's Jahmyr Gibbs just getting a yard. That's right. Go higher than 0.0. This is your freebie, your gimme pick, and you get this if you're a new customer signing up for the very first time on Underdog. Use code ENDGAME when you sign up. You get up to $1,000 of bonus cash in your account, plus the free pick. And as soon as you play $5 towards any picks, doesn't even have to be football, could be any sport, any kind. Play $5, you get $100 in bonus funds added to your account right away. You get that if you use code ENDGAME when you check out on Underdog as a new customer. And you can also do that as well with our app. We have an app. It's called Draft Lane. Of course, many of you are not only familiar with it, but you use it pretty regularly. So let's show you what it looks like if for some reason you have not tried it yet. There it is. So if you go to the settings and you use code ENDGAME, you get 10 free points. And you can use those towards your questions. And here we go. There's another one. These are just questions from this morning. It's like we can't keep up, but this is a good problem to have. All right, here are the questions. So you ask your start sit questions on DraftLane. We'll get back to you. If you're in Yahoo or Sleeper, it syncs. So let's go back to one of the earlier ones. Let's try this one. This is someone who used the free points here. So half PPR, 1 game out of playoff spot. Okay, so this is like sort of must win.
Yep.
Please check my lineup. Who should I start? RB1, RB2, and flex. Remember, this is half PPR.
All right.
Dak and Lamb in London. That's all good. Okay, got Vidal and Marks. Monungai's on the bench. Harvey's on the bench. So there's that dilemma. Oh, wow. Chase Brown's on the bench?
Whoa. I think in half PPR, I would go Chase Brown over Vidal.
Yeah. So you got Marks, you got Harvey, you got Vidal, you got Monungai. I can see the dilemma.
Yeah. I mean, I do have Marks ahead of Vidal.
I do too. I like Marks. I mean, come on, against the Titans, it's like you really want to find out. He's more valuable in PPR, but it's still at least half. So I like Marks in there. It's
really
now,
like in half PPR, does RJ Harvey go above Flowers for me? But I don't think so.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. London and Lamb are no doubts. We do like Flowers a lot this week, though, don't we? So
yeah,
I'm fine keeping Flowers in there. So let's just do that. Everything else looks good, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't put Darnold over Dak. I'm not trusting Pearsall yet. Okay. There we go. Chase Brown in a great spot and has been getting. By the way, this is something I don't think we've ever actually discussed. Do you prefer bell cow or workhorse?
I usually use workhorse. I don't really have a strong opinion. Though.
Workhorse usage. You can start him over Vidal and keep Flowers at flex. All right. There you go. So that's how it works. And again, you notice that if you're on Yahoo or Sleeper and you use Draft Lane, it syncs. We can see your roster. Makes it a lot easier here because there might be something, this ask a question. Let's do one of those real quick. If you don't have Yahoo or Sleeper, if you're on ESPN or some other app, you can just use this, right? Just like a super chat. But we don't get to see everything. But let's see. CMC, Etienne, Aaron Jones is on the bench. Oh, should I trade him for Chase Brown?
I think you got to prefer Chase Brown to Aaron Jones rest of the season.
Yeah. Because he is officially a bell cow in that offense. Okay, well, I'm just going to say, I don't know, if you can make that trade before tomorrow, start Brown. If not, yes. We're going to say, I'm assuming you're going to say go Jones over Etienne.
Yeah, I would go Jones over Etienne this week, yes.
Okay. There you go. All right. Now we got plenty more, but we'll get to those later. Just want to make sure everybody's aware of the Draft Lane app. It's a free download on the App Store and the Play Store. Use code ENDGAME, get 10 free points, and ask your questions just like this. But Robert prefers to be on the stream. What's up, Robert? On dry land. Good to see you. Can you rank these QBs this week? Purdy, Darnold, Flacco, Stafford.
I definitely can. I'm going to go Flacco, Stafford, Darnold, Purdy.
Exactly. And then JMO or Vidal?
I've got Vidal higher.
Yeah, like I just talked about JMO. I think he's a nice flex with upside, but Vidal certainly got the higher floor. Chase Brown or Quinshawn Judkins? I gotta go Chase Brown, right?
Yeah, Chase Brown. Not a good spot for Judkins this week.
Yeah, Chase Brown, great spot. All right, the next actual chat. This is from last night. Sahil, Waddle or Pickens? Two guys we like this week. Who do you like better?
I have Waddle higher. I mean, he's the number one target there going up against that Commanders defense. I have Waddle higher.
Exactly. Both good matchups. Waddle's is better. And Waddle, again, he's clearly the number one receiver. Pickens is still not. Jay, what's up, Jay? Always nice and early. Okay, so here are the tight end options. Ertz, Muth, Haas, or Njoku.
I've got Muth the highest this week. Ertz might be a little safer based on what you need.
Yeah, look, if these are my choices, I'm just finding out with Muth. Just see what he gives you. I mean, why not? Elijah, Ledesma, Flex, Walker Worthy, or Tyrone Tracy?
Yeah, this is a hard choice in the worst way. I have Tracy highest here. I can't give you a strong, compelling reason why, but I have him the highest.
I can give you a reason why it's not worthy. He hadn't done anything, and now it gets Denver. Yeah, I would go Tracy too. And look, I'm not saying Jameis Winston is going to ignite this offense to all of a sudden score 40 points, but it's something. A little bit of excitement here. There's a new coach. Maybe he'll just go with Tracy, you know. Maybe he won't. GMAC going against potentially a buzzsaw, but you never know. Even CMC has down games. I got Gibbs, Rico Las Laporta, starting Otten. That's totally fine. Dak or Purdy?
Dak.
Yeah, I'm not trusting Purdy. Have London. Okay, pick one. Flowers, Jennings, or Tez?
Flowers.
Easily
Go
Flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah. So Otten, totally fine. Don't worry about tight end. You're good. Dak and Flowers. Russell Pace has McConkey and Waddle. Flex Sutton or Tez?
Pretty sure I've Sutton higher. I have Sutton slightly higher than Tez. I do like Tez, but I mean, I don't think I could put him over Sutton.
Yeah, I hate to go with like the name or like the what has he done in the past, but it's like Sutton's still the number one receiver for Denver, right? Like he still has touchdown upside. Tez is very uncertain. Drop Monungai to pick up Wandale to flex.
Yeah, I would do that. I would flex Wandale over both those guys, honestly.
So I think the question now, the way I'm looking at it, I would flex Wandale, sure. Would you drop Monungai or would you drop Tez? Probably drop Tez, right? I think having the running back just might be a little more valuable.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what you need, like what your team needs. Like how deep are you at each position?
Yeah, that's true. It does depend. Okay. Ash Abaquat. Good afternoon. One running back, one flex. Chase Brown, Javante, HAB. Who sits?
Well, I mean, I don't really like sitting AJB this week, but if these are my options, I'm sitting AJB.
Yeah, those running backs are just in too good of spots, right? Both in smash spots. Didn't we have both? Was it? No, we didn't put Javante as a boom.
We didn't have
He's
Javante on the booms.
He's close. Bob, by the way, Bob Ruhlman, not here. He said he can't catch the show live, but wants to make sure he still left a like nice and early. This was at 6 a.m. today. And thank you for the reminder. Anybody, by the way, who's watching here, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and take a second to do that. All right, thank you. Let's do Money Click 210. Who should I pair Jacobs with to get JT? I don't know.
Diggs, Pittman, Adams. I mean, well, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Glenn said he doesn't expect him to return this season. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. That escalated quickly. So are you sure you want to do this? Because if you pair, let's say, Jacobs and Adams, which probably feels the fairest, now you're left with just Diggs and Pittman at wide receiver.
Well, do you think Jacobs and Diggs would get JT maybe?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I mean, you never know, but it shouldn't. I mean, look, Diggs is coming off a nice game. So maybe. Right. Maybe.
And I mean, everyone, Drake May MVP, Drake May Patriots, right? Everyone's going crazy. It matters, right? People hear that stuff and they buy into it. So,
but even still, okay, even if you trade Diggs, now you just have Pittman and Adams as your wide receivers rest of the season.
Yeah,
you're just banking on those two guys rest of the year. Because again, Garrett Wilson, it's sounding like his season is over.
Right.
Like you have Jacobs, Dowdle. I mean, you could try like Jacobs and Dowdle. I don't, because now you'd be like, that's what I would try, because now you're rolling with CMC, JT, and Etienne. That's fine at running back. And Dowdle has a lot of hype right now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's like then are you giving up too much? You're giving up 2 stud running backs to get 1, and you're hurting yourself at flex. Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. It leaves
But
you thin.
here's the thing. Another thing I kind of like. I've never like when I get a comment again. I'm not trying to pick on you, Money Click. I'm just saying this in general because we get questions like this all the time. Like I've never, other than guys that I think are like specific buy lows, like I've never in my mind once said I need to go trade for JT. Like and what I mean is I've never once said that in my mind without first looking at my team and saying like what would actually help my team. Like obviously JT is going to help any fantasy team.
Right.
But if I had this team, I would not be like, okay, let's see. I have Jacobs, Dowdle, CMC, and Etienne. I'm like, okay, I have to go get JT. Like,
Right.
if I can get JT, great. But you don't need JT. I would be looking at this team being like, okay, I probably lost Wilson for the season. Diggs has been pretty good. Adams has been pretty good. Pittman's been pretty good. But I really need a stud wide receiver. Like if this was my team, I'd be like, I need to go get Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? So I get everybody wants JT. I understand everybody wants JT, but you also have to understand the guy who has JT knows how good JT is. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not sneaking up on somebody like, ooh, I'm going to steal JT from you. So, like, yeah, I get it. Like, you want to shoot for the moon. But this is not a team where I look at it and say, like, this is a team that should be shooting from the moon. Because, if you pair JT and Diggs, even if you pair JT or Jacobs and Diggs, you're left with Pittman and Devontae Adams rest of the season at wide receiver. And does JT really elevate your running back room that much? Like, you're going from Jacobs to JT. You're not going from, Kamani Vidal to JT. Like, yeah, it's still better, but it doesn't take your team from like a 2 to a 10. It takes your team from like a 8 to a 8.5. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense. And you're right. Looking at the receivers, you could probably use a stud receiver more than a stud running back because you already have a stud running back. So, all right. Anyways, some food for thought there. And we like to talk this out because not just to help him, but, it's the thought process. All right, Moises. Let's see. 2 straight losses. Needs help going versus Henderson. That's not good. Here's the team. Here's the bench. Hunt, Parker, Walker. Oh, there's not much you can do.
Nah, you just got to roll with this team and hope it's good enough. Yeah. And there's not this is fantasy, right? There's not much you can do here. Like,
no, yeah. No, you're good. Derek Gonzalez needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and the flex. Kyron, Genty, Rico, Chase. Is that Jamar Chase? McConkey, Jennings, QJ Tez.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it could be Chase Brown or Jamar Chase. That's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, it could be either way because of where it is. I read it because this is like the most ambiguous name I think we've ever had. Because it's literally like it could be the last running back, but it could also be the first wide receiver. It could be Chase Brown. It could be Jamar Chase. I was gonna say like last names, but he went from first name to last name, like Rico, and then we got McConkey, like Derek and I were not.
Yeah, this is the most, because at least like if we have like the Jay Williams, it's like, well, it's with the wide receiver, so it's probably Jameson, or it's worth this might be the most ambiguous name we've ever had. All right, I'll say if it's Chase Brown, I'm gonna go Chase Brown and Rico at running back, Ladd, Jennings at wide receiver, and I'm gonna flex Genty.
Yeah.
If it's Jamar Chase, I'm going to go Genty and Rico at running back. I'm going to play Chase and Ladd McConkey, and I'm going to flex Rico. No, wait. That was Jamar Chase, right? So I'm going to play Genty, Rico, Jamar Chase, McConkey, and flex Kyron.
All right. There you go. Just play the first 5. You'll be good. AV for 3. Good morning. Needs a tight end. Loveland, Schultz, Knox, Ottoman chair.
Ottoman, is that Kate Otten?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go Schultz here.
What? Igbuka or CD?
You have to sit one of these.
You have a receiver already that's better than both of those guys. Is it Jamar Chase?
Well, how come you can't flex one? Oh my gosh, these leagues.
I can't sit CD. I can't sit CD against the Raiders, especially.
Yeah, I guess you got to sit Igbuka, but I don't know how you sit Igbuka.
Yeah, find a way. Anthony Terry.
Yeah, find a way to get those guys in your lineup. There's got to be a way.
Okay, Judkins, Marks, or Jennings. It's full PPR. Who do we flex?
I have Jennings the highest. I mean, sorry, Marks the highest. Marks the highest.
I was gonna say, I'm going Marks. Okay, yeah, Marks.
Yeah,
Mark. Into Our Life. Loves the show. Thank you. Lamar Jackson over Prescott.
Yeah. Yes.
Lamar Jackson over everybody. AJB or Pickens?
This is actually close for me this week, but I do have Pickens higher.
Yep, like Pickens a lot. Juan Pablo Guerrero. Are we starting Pearsall? Let's see. Demercado, Michael Wilson, Watson, Judy, Theo Johnson, or Schultz. Well, maybe.
I don't know. I think here I would go. I like Judy too this week. I like Watson this week. I like a lot of these guys. I like Schultz. I like Demercado. I like a lot of these guys, but I don't think I'm flexing Pearsall over these guys. Like, you have some good options here. Who do I have the highest? I have Watson the highest. Judy is second. I don't know if I can say Judy is safer. I'll probably just flex Watson. Take a chance against that Giants defense.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people are auto starting Michael Wilson if they need somebody, and they, especially if you lost Harrison. I don't think he's the best choice here. I don't think he is. By the way, speaking of Watson, go back to Derek Gonzalez. We had a little chat with drop Tez for Watson.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
Yeah, especially if you're not starting Tez this week. Cody, yes, tell us something we don't know. Injuries suck. Okay, yes. So Michael Wilson or Greg Dortch over Luther Burden.
Yeah, I think I can go Michael Wilson over Luther Burden.
Or just run. Okay, well, here's my question is, are you starting either Burden or Wilson, or is this just a stash? Like, if you're starting one this week, it's Wilson, but if you're just like looking ahead, I would rather stash Burden.
True.
All right, Andy, good morning. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end flex. Aaron Jones, Monungai, Rashad White, Etienne, Puka, T. Higgins, Jacoby Myers, Sutton, Loveland, Fannin, and thank you. Appreciate you. Best fantasy panel out there.
I'm going to go Aaron Jones, Etienne, Puka, Higgins, Sutton, Loveland or Fannin. I'm going to go Fannin at tight end. Sutton or Rashad White at the flex. I can't even feel that good about Rashad White. Like,
yeah, I'd go Sutton there.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Sutton.
All right, there you go, Andy. Good luck. And then Julio in the house as always. See, this is where patience pays off. You remember all the beginning of the season, he was like, drop Ramondre, drop Henderson, pick up who do I hold? Like, this is why you keep with the rookie.
I was thinking, I almost tweeted this out during the game. Like a joke tweet, like, this is why you draft rookie running back so they can take your last place team to 7th down the stretch. Because if you think, like, look, Trayvon, I said on the stream Thursday, like, Trayvon Henderson feels like a guy who's going to end up being a league winner to me based on the schedule and stuff. But we also have to accept the fact that a lot of teams drafted this guy in like round 4, round 5, and are probably might not even make their playoffs with Trayvon Henderson. So It's kind of like the double-edged sword here, right? Like, yeah, these rookie running backs dominate down the stretch. Like RJ Harvey, like how many teams that drafted RJ Harvey like are really like how many teams even still have RJ Harvey after drafting him? You know what I mean? And sure, he might help you down the stretch now. It might be too late.
Help you in your consolation bracket.
Mm-hmm.
I have RJ Harvey, or I drafted him because I am a RJ Harvey truther, and then now I'm like, finally, except that he's not really going to help me till week 14. But yeah. All right. Anyways, Rico, Jacob, Saquon, Harvey, one running back and one flex. Wow. Okay, you definitely don't need to start Harvey here.
Nah, it's just Jacobs and Rico.
Man, you are stacked, Julio. You're stacked at running back. Dennis, Kyron or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown.
Yep. Like Chase this week. JCR, how's it going? Muth or Ertz?
Again, Ertz is like the safe, like he won't kill me option, but let's take a chance on Muth against the Bengals.
Gotta find out. Yeah, Ertz is okay, but again, it's Mariota. It's just not a super high ceiling. All right, another member is P. Good morning in half. QJ or Jennings?
That's a good one here. I have Jennings higher.
Yeah, with Jennings, like, okay, Purdy's back, but then Pearsall's back. That's got to hurt. Like having Pearsall back in the field and having Kittle now all of a sudden look like George Kittle. Jennings, you know, he's still got some upside. The thing is, QJ always and still is contending with Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen, Oronde Gadsden now. So I think both these guys feel kind of like volatile flexes. Speaking of, Trey Tucker or Michael Wilson?
Michael Wilson. I'm not starting Trey Tucker.
Stafford or Hurts?
Hurts.
Yeah, start Hurts. All right. So not a member officially, but Jen is back. This is important. Trying to beat the husband and 4 sons in the family league. Okay.
I mean, that is really a family league. Like that is literally a family. Like your whole family's in it.
Bring them all down. This is like Game of Thrones. Okay. Appreciate your insight. Watching videos daily. Thank you, Jen. We appreciate you. Starting CMC, Barkley, Adams, Waddle, need to flex, Smith, Flowers, Kyron, or QJ, or someone else.
Nah, I mean, you don't need QJ with this group. I have Flowers the highest here.
Yeah, you don't need somebody else. You have really good options at flex. It's either Smith or Flowers, and this week we say Flowers. So good luck, Jen. I think with your lineup, feel good about your chances. All right, what about Eric Sanchez? Sit 2, which I think could also be interpreted as a start, pick 1. Judkins, Harvey, or Odunze?
I think you got to go with Odunze here.
Yeah. He's like, don't tell me who to start. Tell me who to sit.
These bums on the bench. I mean, you don't even really have any bums, so you're good.
Molly Wap, didn't take long. Thank you, Molly. Always appreciate you. Agree. Hit like and subscribe, by the way. Everyone watching here, I know you're like, I already subscribed. Don't forget, hit thumbs up. It's easy to forget. Fly as Kane, happy Saturday. Are we still liking Jennings this week? Well, we basically just talked about that, but over DK?
Yeah, I have him over. Do I have him over DK? Yeah, I have him over DK Metcalf. I mean, like, I know it's the Bengals, but the last time they played, DK Metcalf only had 3 catches for 50 yards. Calvin Austin didn't even play in that game.
Yeah, I know there's not much of a ceiling these days for DK, but again, I'm more worried about Jennings. Not like I think his ceiling is what DK's been doing. I mean, it's the Bengals. I think I've got to go DK here. Eric Sanchez had another one, by the way. This time we have to pick a starter. Javante, Rico, Nico.
I've got Rico the highest. Actually, no, I take it back. I got Nico the highest. Nico.
This, I don't think he said if it's PPR, did he? Yeah, full PPR. I'm assuming it's the same league. Yeah, Nico's got the highest ceiling. I mean, look, you have no bad choices here. That's pretty good. Never had it so good. Here's the Guillotine League. Here we go. Loaded, because it's a Guillotine League. Pick one running back and flex 3. Jacobs, Gibbs, Javante, Rico, Genty, Warren, Henry, Nico. Oh, and by the way, Lamb and Rice.
One running back in flex 3. Well, Gibbs has to be your running back. You have to flex Jacobs. You have to flex Lamb. Oh my gosh. What do I got? One more flex here. I don't know. I'm going Rice, but I'm fine with Nico as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nico or Rico. I think probably Nico in full PPR. You are loaded. Congrats, and keep it going. Thomas needs to start sit for this weekend. 3 different leagues. Okay. Spears, Monty. I guess just Spears or Monty. Is that the first one?
Yeah, I'll go Monty.
Like, we don't love Monty this week, but definitely over Spears. Debo or Pitts?
Debo.
Lockett or Spears?
I'll go Spears.
Yeah. He's like, I know they were gross options. They're not the best. He's got 10 leagues. Okay, so that happens. Zach Mudd, do I start McMillan or Wilson?
McMillan.
Yeah, I think, again, this is maybe getting a little too cute with Wilson over a guy like that. Esteban Carlos, Purdy or Flacco?
Flacco.
Yes, definitely. Rico or Genty?
I have Rico higher this week.
Yeah, Chase, Lad, Rome, T. Feeling T over Lad, Rome. Is that crazy? So
Nope.
We only pick 3?
I'm putting T over Lad and Rome.
Yeah. Love T. I mean, you want Chase and Higgins both? Yes. Who would you sit if he? I don't know if he needs 3. Would you sit Lad or Rome? Probably sit Rome.
No. Yes, I have Rome the lowest out of this group.
Yeah. So not crazy. Still want to go T over Rome. Mark Bone is in the house. Iceman himself. 2 leagues. Needs 2 best flexes from Parker, Tucker, Sharps, and Franklin. Or Lockett. Probably not Lockett.
I think I have him Franklin, Washington. I know I have Franklin number 1 out of this group. Yeah, Franklin, Washington.
Yeah, not a great matchup, I should say, for Franklin, but I still like his target share better. BTJ or Ferguson in the flex?
I mean, can I really flex Ferguson over BTJ? I don't think I can. If BTJ plays, I'll take a chance on BTJ. I mean, Ferguson, like,
I know.
Come on.
Well, I'll say this. I don't feel super confident BTJ, even if he plays being 100%. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution and put Ferguson in there. And if they say BTJ's a full go and everything sounds great, maybe, but I'm going to say Ferguson for now. All right, Jayville, 1 receiver, 2 flex, Tez, Goddard, Ferg, Sutton, Franklin, BTJ, Kittle.
I still have Sutton. Actually, I have Franklin ahead of Sutton this week. I just feel better about his target share. So I'm going to go Franklin at wide receiver, but I'm still going to flex Sutton, and then Tez is number 3 for me.
Yeah, I think, again, out of this group, I can say I'm not taking a chance on BTJ. I think I like Kittle the best. Why do you have so many tight ends, by the way? I just realized this.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's listing tight ends that are like on the waiver wire. He could stream them if he needs to or something. I don't know. I hope.
Yeah, I hope. I like Kittle the best. I think I probably have to go Sutton over these guys. Man, I don't know. I might flex Ferguson over Tez. Might do it. Thomas, by the way, rewind. He messed up the super chat.
Okay.
You have to pick 2 out of Spears, Monty, and Lockett.
Spears and Monty.
And then Debo or Pitts.
We said Debo.
Debo.
Still Debo.
And then Esteban Carlos again wants to know rest of season out of those running backs: Brees, Chase Brown, Henderson, Marks. Is it just Henderson now, or is it Chase Brown?
It's Henderson, Chase Brown would be my order. Although look, okay. I know I said on Thursday, I think Henderson has the looks of a league winner. I still think he has the looks of a league winner. Got a great schedule. We just got to hope Vrabel doesn't bamboozle us when Ramondre comes back. Just don't do it. Just be like, okay, this guy's been good enough. Let's keep rolling with him. Let's hope. But as long as that's the case, it's Henderson, Chase Brown second. I'm going to say, honestly, Brees last out of this. Like we got people on the stream that were like, you have to start Brees this week. Like, have you seen this Jets offense?
You do not. You do not need to start any Jet, honestly. But okay. There it is. Pittman, Jennings, Pearsall, DK, Tet.
Is this so we're doing upside rest of the season?
Rest, I think all of them rest of season, yeah.
I mean, it's gotta be Pittman. It's gotta be Pittman.
I would say Pittman, yes, number one. I think at this point, what we've seen that Panthers offense, it should be Tet. I think right now, honestly, again, probably too high. I'm going to say after this week, and I see he survives and keeps his knee intact, I'll probably put Pearsall too.
Yeah, I probably would too.
And then Tet.
I might even have Jennings 3, Tet 4, and DK last.
Yeah, I think so. And a QB.
It's got to be Darnold.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have to rank the rest, do I?
No. Brisket sounds pretty good right about now. Senor Rojo needs 3. Likely, really? DK, Burden, Lockett, B-Rob, Rashard Smith, JCM, and Ollie Gordon. Wow. This escalated quickly. Also can pick up Michael Wilson. Like with this group, I would pick up Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson would be number 1 out of this group for me. You can drop Rashard Smith. Even with Isaiah Pacheco out, he barely got involved. Okay, Wilson's going to be number 1. I don't know. I'm probably going to go Burden number 2. I don't know. I might just go DK number 3 and hate it.
You're going to hate it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Wilson, Burden. Yeah, I guess DK and hope something happens. He rips off a big play or something. Dezev in full. Achin and Brees, Puka and Pickens needs 2 between Chase Brown, Harvey, Wilson, and Sutton.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Chase Brown and Harvey.
Yeah, Chase Brown for sure. Harvey, Sutton, it depends how you feel that game's going to go. Let's go Harvey for touches, guaranteed touches. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? Start 2, Chase, Igbuka, JJ, and JMO. Remember Marcus in that crazy league?
Yeah, I'm going to go. Oh, my gosh. I know we talked up Jefferson, but I still got to go Chase Igbuka, especially in his league where it's like big play upside. Although JJ, I think it hit some big play. I mean, yeah. I mean, Jameson, come on. This is disrespectful to even have Jameson on this list. Like, he does not belong with these guys. Chase Igbuka.
Yeah, let's just go Chase Igbuka here. And Benny Black is back. Appreciate you always, Benny.
Yes.
Thank you. So needs a running back, 2 receivers in the flex. Algier, I believe that's C-Rod. Corum, Shakir, Ted, Wilson, Keenan, Pearsall, Burden. Which running back floats your boat out of that group?
Chris Rodriguez is number 1 for me. I'll probably just go Algier number 2. Oh, wait, we just need 1 running back. Thank goodness. Okay, Chris Rodriguez.
Thankfully, just 1 running back. 2 receivers, though. Like Shakir, probably is number 1.
Yeah, Shakir. Oh man, do I have Ted ahead of Keenan? I think I still have Ted ahead of Keenan.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is number 2, and then we get a flex one. So who? This is a case where I might just take a chance on Pearsall.
We got flex one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take a chance on Pearsall.
So Rodriguez, Shakir, Ted, Pearsall. There you go. Now that's question number 1. Question number 2 needs a quarterback, two, a flex, and a tight end. Let me see. The quarterback looks like Darnold or Purdy.
Darnold at quarterback.
Ferguson at tight end.
Yeah, I saw Ferguson over Muth. Harvey, Charbonnet at running back. 2 wide receivers. Odunze. Well, I only see 3 wide receivers at Odunze, Wilson, Burden. I mean, I'll go Odunze, Wilson here.
Yeah. But who do we flex?
I mean, I might just flex Muth.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, look, you Tucker and like you're just hoping for a touchdown. Anyway, just go Muth. All right. Yeah, I can see why you have a lot of questions, Benny. This is a tough spot, but you never know. I have to do this one. Cannot ignore James Bond is here. Tua, Mariota, or Brissett? Going Tua.
I'll go Tua with against Commanders. I did like Brissett, but that was before I knew Marvin Harrison was going to have appendicitis surgery.
Right. Okay, Cody now wants to know trade AJB for Harrison, QJ, or Sutton. Yeah, I think you're overreacting. I mean, look, are any of those guys specifically better or going to give you more upside, more inconsistent? I mean, Sutton has been just as aggravating as AJB has been. Harrison now out, maybe next week too. I mean, we don't know, but I don't feel better about any of those guys than AJB. I'm just holding here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Miami Sal, what's up? Hodgins. Is that supposed to be Higgins? I'm trying to figure out who's Hodgins. Dortch, Meyer, Shaheed.
Well, I mean, in this, is that like Isaiah Hodgins? Isn't that the wide receiver for the Giants, right?
Is that what it is? Is he even on the squad still?
Well, I don't know. Maybe people are like, is he the Slayton replacement? I thought that was shouldn't that be Jalen Hyatt? Or I mean, Jalen Hyatt already a bust, right? One of my
Yeah, well, you're right. They signed him off the practice squad from the Steelers practice squad. Isaiah Hodgins. Yeah, you're right. Okay, maybe that's who it is.
I mean, look. I mean, there's a chance, right? I mean, Myers, Shaheed, he needs 2 of these guys. I might just go Jacoby and Hodgins. Screw it. Why not? Like Shaheed? Dortch? Really? Why not?
Yeah, Dortch feels a little desperate. I'm going to go Jacoby as my first choice here. Yeah, sure. Take a chance on Hodgins. Why not? I'm Gucci. You Polo. Needs 1. Sutton, Franklin, Pearsall, or Tez. Just rolling with Sutton here, or take.
No, I have Franklin ahead of Sutton. Franklin's been getting the better target share than Sutton lately, but I will say, I literally have these guys ranked: Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Tez Johnson, like literally back to back to back. So if you want to go with Tez, I'm fine with that. I almost might lean Tez just because I feel like at least he's in that Bucs offense, gives me some upside.
Yeah, I mean, this one is tough because think about it. Like the offense I feel best about at this point is the Bucs offense, right? But Tez is the number 2, technically more like a 3 because Otten's been getting more target share. But then I'm like, look, honestly, I did not think I would have to put any thought towards Ricky Pearsall because I just assumed he'd be out again. Now he's playing. And I did say, like, I don't care. I'm just going to sit him. But I'm like, is he in the best spot this week out of these guys? He might be.
Yeah, but I worry, like,
yeah,
how close to 100% is he really?
Right. All right. So let's just go Tez. Screw it. It's Tez. Admiral Habibi. Brissett or Aaron Rodgers.
You know, I almost put Aaron Rodgers on the sneaky starts. I mean, it is the Bengals. It's the Bengals. But I do like Brissett this week. I mean, even without Michael Wilson, without Marvin Harrison, he still has Trey McBride. It's a good spot for Brissett. I don't know. I might go Brissett. Close. Close here.
Feels like you want to say Rodgers.
It's close, only because it's the Bengals. Look, he had a pretty good game the last time they played, right? So,
4 touchdowns. Not touchdowns may not be as plentiful. Maybe he gets a decent amount of yards. I mean, look, with the state of the Arizona offense, I would just go Rodgers based on the matchup this week.
I'm fine with that.
When he set his season high in yardage too, Aaron Rodgers, which sadly was 249 yards. That's still his season high, but he did score 4 touchdowns. So prime time is stacked. Needs to sit 2 of these guys: London, JSN, Lamb, Igbuka, and Rice. This is like a 3-man league.
You can. There's just never a world where you can sit JSN. Like, that world does not exist right now.
No.
And then look,
I'm like, we got to sit 2 of these guys. Maybe the tiebreaker is that London is like, coughing or something. He's sick. Just sit London.
Yeah, I mean, the tiebreaker might be Rice gets the Broncos, although they get the Broncos without Pat Surtain, and like they just find ways. Like, he's gonna get like 4 catches almost guaranteed every game, just because they like literally design plays where it's like snap the ball, throw it to Rice, and let him do his thing after the catch, right? Like, doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what defense you're playing. Like, you can't stop that. Right? They're gonna run they're just gonna run plays where it's like take 1 step, turn around, and get the ball. Like, just unguardable plays, basically, right?
Yeah. But what's its ceiling this week?
Yeah, so I don't know. I probably sit London and Rice here, I guess. But I mean, gosh,
yeah.
How did you get these? How did you get this? Like, look, the trade deadline is this weekend. I don't know what your running backs look like. Maybe your running backs are even more stacked somehow. But if you're not very stacked at running back, go make a trade before the trade deadline. You don't need all these guys. Like, there's no point in having 2 of these guys on your bench every week.
No, exactly. I mean, it's good to be stacked, but at some point, we don't know the rest of your roster. So, Cody, Spears or Rodriguez?
Rodriguez this week.
Yeah, Rodriguez, and then Wandale or Jennings?
Wandale
for sure. Mark Wassman, how do you feel about Michael Wilson? Lukewarm.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like, I was gonna put him on the sneaky starts, but then when I dove into the matchup and stuff, I'm like, this isn't even like a great matchup for him, like schematically and stuff. So I just couldn't really find anything to say about Michael Wilson other than Marvin Harrison is out, and that's not enough for me to put him on the video. So
exactly.
That doesn't mean he can't be good. Like it's not like matchup is everything, of course, but I don't know. I don't feel like just because Harrison is out, Michael Wilson gets a major bump here. This matchup actually does benefit Greg Dortch more, but I can't recommend Greg Dortch either. So, I don't know. He's okay. He's fine. There's worse options.
Exactly. He's just like decent flex. Dead Internet Theory. What is up? Who to flex? DK, Rashad White, or Gadsden?
I'm just gonna flex Gadsden. Screw it. Give me Gadsden.
Yeah, I don't love flexing a tight end, but he's been good. DK has been mid, so there you go. Billy Joe, welcome back. Billy Joe Billingsley, T. Higgins, or Rashad White. I don't think it even matters if it's PPR or not. It's got to be T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, unless maybe if it's like Maybe if it's point per carry, but even then I might go T. Higgins.
Yeah.
How many carries was Rashad White going to get? Like 10?
Exactly. Burt is back. Needs 3 flexes between Parker Washington, Theo, Tootin, Manungai, Burden, or C-Rod.
Oh, man.
3.
I'm going to go Chris Rodriguez, Parker Washington. I have Manungai next highest, so I guess Manungai is 3.
Good with that. Ryan Rogers. Caleb or I'm guessing JJ McCarthy?
Yeah, I'm going to go Caleb.
JMO, Goddard, Michael Wilson, or Judkins.
I have Judkins the highest here. I know it's not a smash spot for Judkins or anything, but how do you – come on. It's like 20 touches a game. I'll take a chance on that.
Yeah, like I'm not loving Judkins these days. I would just say if you're down, like you face Henderson or you feel like you need a boom, potentially you could go JMO and hope he does it again. But Judkins is your rational pick. Tom Burton. Interesting trade-off for Waddle for Chase Brown.
I mean, this feels pretty fair. This feels pretty fair to me. So it comes down this again, like I said it on one of the streams last week. This feels like what every fantasy football trade should be. Like one team is probably like, hey, I need running back help. And the other team's like, I need wide receiver help. Okay, I'll trade you my, pretty good running back for your pretty good wide receiver. This feels very fair.
Yeah, exactly. It comes down to need, but it's fair. We have a new member. It is Dilpreet Chata. Thank you very much, Dilpreet. And he's got a question. It's a tight end question. Cade Otton or Dalton Schultz?
Yeah, this is tough, but I think with Davis Mills playing against the Titans, I'm going to give Schultz the edge. Giving
Schultz the edge?
Yeah. I have Schultz. I have him like neck and neck here, so
yeah, they both have upside. I think I prefer Otton. I feel like once again the Bucs are going to have to pass quite a bit. And Otton's been just getting so many targets with Evans out.
Well, it might surprise you if you didn't watch the Sneaky Starts video this morning, which you probably didn't. Over the last 4 weeks, only one tight end has more targets than Dalton Schultz. That's Trey McBride. Only has one more target than Dalton Schultz over the last 4 weeks.
So that's what makes this tough, right? They're both.
And with Davis Mills, I feel like, yeah, they're both good options, though, honestly.
Yeah. Evan Nikolai. Howdy. Pickens, Vidal, Judkins, just one.
Pickens.
Yeah, like Pickens here. Drop Jones for Burrow. You already have Flacco.
No. I'm not dropping Daniel Jones. No way. For a guy who may or may not come back? No.
Says he already has Flacco. I mean, you're like, well, I just get the Bengals quarterback either way, or do you just roll with Jones?
Yeah, I think I just roll with Jones.
Well, then here's the thing. Okay, you say best bench stash. These guys, I mean, look, none of these guys. I mean, sure, I would say stash tank in case Saquon goes down, but maybe you just don't pick up one of those guys and stash Burrow instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unsportsmanlike has 2 Texans in the lineup. It's dangerous. Should I flex Pearsall, Flowers, Judkins, Etienne, or Marks? I see what you're asking.
PPR, I'm going Flowers.
Yeah. We like Marks this week. Having 3 Texans is like, man, tempting fate. Johnny 22 Bear. 2 receivers, Egbuka, Dunze, Pickens, Pearsall.
Egbuka and Pickens.
2 running backs, Dowdle, Judkins, Genty, Chase Brown.
Dowdle and Chase Brown.
Loveland or Schultz?
Schultz.
And 1 flex.
I have Genty next. I have Genty over Odunze, so Genty.
There you go. Get that win. Back to Bert. Sometimes we have like these massive blockbuster trades. But he wants to know, would you trade Trey Tucker for Jerry Jeudy?
You know what? Give me Jerry Jeudy here. Crazy. It's crazy. It might backfire. But I do wonder if this was, because it's like you're like, okay, why? Why did Jerry Jeudy randomly have this big game, right? Wasn't like the match. It wasn't like he was playing the Bengals. Wasn't like, guys were hurt. It wasn't like there was nothing to point at it, right? Like Cedric Tillman was back. Like if anything, he should have had less targets. The one thing we saw was they gave OC Tommy Rees play calling, right? It's Kevin Stefanski normally calls plays. Gave it to Tommy Rees. So maybe this is the thing. Maybe Tommy Rees is like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to throw it to I'm just going to give the ball to Harold Fannin Jr., our best tight end. I'm going to give it to Jerry Jeudy, our best wide receiver, and Quinshon Judkins, our best running back, right? Like I'm just going to simplify things. And then you look at it like Cleveland has the best schedule for wide receivers rest of the season. They get, what week are we in here? They get Baltimore this week, Raiders next week, San Francisco, who's now terrible, the Titans, the Bears, the Bills, the Steelers. And then if you happen to play in week 18, which I hope you don't, he gets the Bengals. I would rather just take a chance on Jeudy here.
That's a great point. So what we said about like Jameson Williams, we saw when Dan Campbell, like the play calling has changed. Maybe this goes back to basics. Okay, that's enough Jerry Jeudy talk. Doug Fenton needs one flex and one tight end. Watson, Pearsall, Washington, Theo, and Colston.
I'm going to go Watson. I like Watson this week. I'm going to go Watson at flex. I'm going to go Theo at tight end.
Yeah, I think now that we know Slayton is out, Theo becomes marginally more interesting. And then needs a running back in the flex. Marks, Hunt, Charbs, Monungai, Franklin.
I'm going to go Marks at running back. Oh, man. I think I still, even with Pacheco out, I think I still got to go Franklin at the flex.
I mean, both those running backs, right? Besides Marks, Hunt, Charbs, like, yeah, they could score a touchdown. That's it. So PPR, it's half PPR.
Yeah. I mean, I almost do want to say Hunt, but
yeah, my gut kind of said Hunt. I'll just go Hunt.
All right, let's do it. Go Hunt.
Dill, half PPR, needs two running backs and two flexes. Vidal, Marks, Charbs, Odunze, Pearsall, Watson, Gadsden, Loveland. Is this the exact same thing?
No, he's got Vidal in there. I'll go Vidal and Marks here. I will flex Odunze and Watson.
Yep, and then Flacco or Purdy.
Flacco.
Yeah, this week you can go Flacco. No, not Gino.
No. Look, Dallas defense is, I don't want to say like the Dallas defense is going to be good this week, but they're getting a lot of reinforcements back. Not only the guys they traded for, but guys getting healthy. Like people could be a little surprised this week by this Dallas defense.
Right. No, it's true. They're not like a JV high school team anymore in defense. They moved up to varsity. Okay. Royland, what's up, Royland? One receiver, one flex between these guys, and then Hawk or Theo. Probably just go Theo there.
Yeah, Theo over Hawk. I'll just go Watson, Pearsall here. Oh, wait, no, Swift?
Swift.
No, I'll go Swift. Sorry. One wide receiver, one flex. I'll go Watson, Swift.
Yeah.
I didn't see Swift.
Yep. Chief Perp was offered Judkins for Kelsey. He originally sent Judkins for Swift and Kelsey. Needing a tight end. You got Fannin. I don't know. Do you even like Kelsey better than Fannin?
Nah, if I got Fannin, I'm good. I'm just holding Judkins. Fannin's fine.
Yeah, you're okay. Like if you're getting an upgrade, like definitely an upgraded tight end. Obviously, you're not getting McBride or anything, but yeah, Kelsey. Benny Black is back again with another super chat. Thank you, Benny.
Thank you, Benny.
Totally didn't have to, but you already knew that. One quarterback, one receiver, one tight end, one flex. Ooh, the choices. Brissett, Mills, or Winston?
I'm gonna say Davis Mills.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Against the Titans, let's do it.
Yep.
One receiver, one tight end, and one flex. The tight ends is either Ferguson or Schultz.
I still have Ferguson higher.
Okay, receiver and flex.
I'm gonna go Dunze. I almost wonder if I go Schultz here.
You can either Schultz or T Mac.
I have Parker Washington over T-Mac this week, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Come on, this Panther, you can't. I mean, at what point? There has to be a point where we like disconnect the perceived potential of T-Mac from the actual, like what's actually happening in the real world here.
Yeah, what should be, what could be, and what is.
Right, and what's actually going on. I mean, the Panthers aren't even trying to throw it. They're not even like asking Bryce Young to throw it deep. The connection's not there. I might just flex Schultz here. I might go to Dunze and Schultz. I might play both tight ends.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, and then number 2, Darnold, Mills, or Winston or Brissett. We could just go Darnold there.
Darnold
right?
there, yeah, Darnold.
One receiver, one tight end, one flex between those guys at the bottom.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Watson at wide receiver, Schultz at tight end. I think I can flex Pearsall here
With this group, yeah. Unless you really want to just roll out Muth and go for the gold, you could. All right, there you go, Benny. Thank you, Benny, again. Derek, Buck, needs 2. Etienne, White, Woody in half. So who sits here? I think it's White. Pretty sure it's White.
Yeah, if we're only sitting 1, it's White.
All right. We have not had many standard questions. Let's do Ashley Barney. Needs 2, standard. Chase Brown, Vidal, Dunze, Judkins.
Chase Brown for sure. I wonder if I can put Vidal over Odunze in non-PPR. I might just go Chase Brown, Vidal. Judkins close too. I do have Vidal and Judkins back to back. I think you got to feel better about Vidal in that Chargers offense. I'll go Chase Brown, Vidal.
Right. Feel better about him in that offense. And again, Judkins kind of trending down. So let's go the first 2. And then this is Shaboil Poppy. Trade away Patrick. Trade away Cook, Sutton for QJ Rome and Benson.
But if you look at it, I mean, you look at his team, he's got JT and Gibbs, but he's only got Pittman and Parker Washington as wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost as like, I mean, realistically, it's like, okay, Cook and Sutton, you're getting Rome.
Like, I don't feel like this is enough.
Yeah, I don't like it still.
Yeah. I know you need wide receiver help, but you should be able to get something better for James Cook than Rome Odunze and QJ.
Because the thing is, you're like, okay, you get Rome Odunze helping you a receiver, but you're going away Sutton. Like, is Odunze that much better than Sutton? Not necessarily. Yeah, I feel like you can do better here. Get a better receiver than QJ if you're going to trade away Cook and Sutton. Tyler C.
Nice. This is how you do it right here.
Love it.
This is how you do it right here. You pick up Burrow off the waiver wire and you trade him for a good wide receiver.
The grab and flip. That's
nice.
That's the way to do it. Okay. Start one flex, JMO, Watson, Harvey, BTJ, Bill, Shaheed. Just one.
We're just starting one of these guys. I think you got to go Harvey. Take a chance. You got to take a chance here.
Yeah, and then we need 2 between Franklin, Watson, and Ricky Pearsall.
I'll go Franklin and Watson.
All right, Joseph Carter. Ooh, Tua or Love.
I have Love higher. I know he's not been great, but this is a get right bounce back spot against the Giants. So I'm going to take a chance on Love.
Yeah, I know Tua's a good streamer. Great, great, great. I mean, the best matchup, but Love is in a better situation. Let's just take the floor with Love. What's up, Jerry? Jerry Lopez hanging out, just saying hi. That's right. We're going to own Sunday. All of us. All right. Let's keep going. By the way, we're sticking to members and super chats for now, just to make sure we don't keep anybody waiting too long. If you absolutely want your answer guaranteed up on the screen like this, super chat's the way to do it. We got to make sure we get to all those, and of course our members. Herberto Lopez, Lamar Stafford,
Lamar.
Pick 2, Mark Sigbuka, Jennings, Odunze, Rice.
I'm just going to go with Buka and Rice.
Yeah. And then, now does this say standard, but does that change anything? I mean, the only running back there is Marks. I don't think you can put Marks over Rice.
It does make it tougher, but I think I still go with Buka and Rice. It's not like Rice can't score in the Chiefs offense.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if it was a higher end running back, but yeah, let's stick with those stud receivers. Legend, got some players on bye. Flex, Monungai, or Pitts?
I'll just go with Monungai.
Yeah. I did pick up Pitts. I'm streaming Pitts in a couple leagues where I need a tight end. But I'm not going to put him over a running back who's getting touches. Edgar Padilla. This is standard 2-2-1. First of all, Knicks or Caleb?
Caleb.
Yeah. CMC, Kyron, Harvey, Monungai, Adams, Dunze, London, Otten, or Ferguson is the tight end question.
Yeah, I have Ferguson over him still.
This is standard, so keep that in mind.
Well, I think that even makes it more that I like Ferguson because more touchdown upside. Because this year, all Ferguson can do is catch touchdowns.
That's right.
That's how it works, right? So, I already know one of my predictions. The season hasn't even started. Michael Pittman is going to be overdrafted next year.
Probably.
Like those guys who a big part of their fantasy points come from touchdowns almost always get overdrafted the next year. And then they almost always don't score as many touchdowns. All right. Anyways, you got to start CMC. Come on. CMC, Kyron at running back. This is non-PPR, so we're looking for touchdowns. I'm going to go Adams, London at wide receiver. I mean, is standard enough for me to put Harvey over Odunze? I mean, look, Harvey's been scoring touchdowns, not even as the guy.
Yeah, I think so. It's standard. Let's go Harvey. He's going to be the guy.
Fine. It's fine.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Dro loves to hate. Nice. Sit 1. Warren, Harvey, Henry, Brown, Genty. Yes, sit.
I'm sitting Harvey here.
Yeah.
You're able to start all 4 of these running backs? Wow.
I don't know. All right. Well, you can love to hate Harvey this week. Chris Zaldivar, Devonta Smith, Pearsall, Wandale, Shakir, Judy. 3.
I've got Smith 1, Wandale 2. I still have Shakir 3 here.
Yeah, and this, even though these are all receivers, still generally speaking, guys, make sure if it's a flex question, anything, PPR, half, let us know just so that we're positive. Gabriel Sosa, 2 QB league. Who's the QB2? Brissett, Winston, Mariota, or Purdy? I get it. I'm nervous about Purdy too, for sure, but I'm not less nervous about those other quarterbacks. In this group, I would probably go Purdy.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Should be fine. Yeah, what could go wrong? Alex Hernandez, Mariota, Tua, or McCarthy?
I'll go Tua here.
Yep, like Tua this week. And then Legends now traded Tez for McCarthy. Do you roll with him or Brissett? Let's go McCarthy, I think. More upside.
Yeah. Why'd you trade for him if you're not going to start him?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, Chris KD. Lost Dobbins, waiting on Benson and Hampton in limbo. So Tracy.
Yeah, he might be waiting a while here.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Hunt or Demercado?
I'm going to go Demercado.
Yeah, these are all like what ifs. Hunt, I mean, you know what you're getting, kind of. Tracy, we don't know what we're getting, but that matchup is brutal, right? The Packers. So,
yep.
Sure, let's go Demercado. Scott Cobe, Debo Jamo, or Calvin Austin? One.
I mean, it's not Calvin. I know they play the Bengals, but I can't do Calvin Austin. I have Jameson ahead of Debo.
Yeah, I think it's one of those you're looking for upside. It's JMO. If you just want, you take your few points for sure. This safe floor. I just go Debo, I guess. Cody, got another one. Baker, Genty, Judkins, London Eagle, Gadsden, AJB Wilson. Okay, so are we just asking if Chris Rodriguez makes the cut here? I guess that's the only option.
I mean, Chris Rodriguez, Michael Wilson, I don't know. Like, I talked about Chris Rodriguez, but as like it's a potential running back start. I don't know if I like him more than Michael Wilson.
It's PPR.
I might just take a chance on Michael Wilson here.
Yeah. And then Gabriel with another one. Gabriel Sosa in half needs a flex. Marks, Parker Washington, or Tez. And Tracy is on waivers.
No, let's go Marks.
Okay. Cody Olson. Dak, A-Rod, or JJ at QB? All right. I think it's good.
Dak.
Wait, needs two?
Dak.
Only two?
I'll just go Dak and A-Rod. I don't know. I think I'm pretty low, much lower than most on JJ this week.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Definitely risky. And then Tez or Parker at flex?
Tez
it is. Another QB question from Lex Dad. Purdy or Darnold?
Darnold.
And then Steven. 2. Jacoby Pearsall Keenan.
I'm just gonna go Jacoby and Pearsall. Look, I don't know if people have noticed this yet. I talked about it on the sneaky one, even though I didn't talk about Keenan because I talked about QJ. Over the last 2 weeks, Keenan Allen has only run 55% of the routes. He has the 4th lowest target share on the team. It's like the team, for whatever reason, is like, yeah, we just don't need you out there very much anymore. So I'm gonna go Jacoby and Pearsall.
Yeah, Gadsden is there. Trey Harris is not doing anything, but he's on the field a little bit, just enough to hurt Keenan there. So yeah, I don't think you can start Keenan at this point. Dan, what do you think about this? Dan Palladino tempted to sit Henry for Marks.
I will say, I don't think I could do it myself, but I only have them 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have them 5 spots. Well, that's when I assume, but I only have them 4 spots apart. So it's not like I feel strongly Derrick Henry over Woody Marks this week. So, man, it's your team. If you want to do it, do it.
I always have a hard time sitting Derrick Henry, and I don't want to. I get the temptation here. I mean, look, Woody Marks in a great spot. If you're feeling it, you want the upside, okay, go for it. Luke Steins needs 1 running back. Sharps, Sean Tucker, Brian Robinson. That's the end of the list.
Yeah, I'll just go Charbonnet.
And 2 between Pickens, Tet, Jamo, Watson, Franklin.
Well, Pickens has to be 1. This is disrespectful to Pickens. Have him group with these guys. I have Franklin next highest here, just because I feel best about his target share.
Yeah, I'll say what I've been saying. If you want the upside, go JMO and see what happens. Franklin is more of a floor play. Tyson DeMahie, 3 receivers, 2 flexes between BTJ, Myers, Manungai, Moore, Sutton, QJ, Higgins. Wow, we need five of these players. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we sit 2.
All right. Well, Higgins is in, Sutton is in, QJ is in. I think I'm just gonna sit BTJ and Manungai, honestly.
Yeah, I don't want to take a chance on BTJ. My dilemma is which bear, right? Manungai, something. TJ Moore, who knows? I might go Manungai over Moore. That's close. Flacco or Herbert?
I'm gonna go Herbert.
I mean, look, Flacco very tempting this week, but Herbert, no worries with Herbert. Legend wants to know how worried should he be about his first place team?
Hopefully not very worried.
Well, your quarterbacks aren't amazing. It's Tua, Geno Smith, and Purdy, but
yeah, that's pretty terrible. But at least you're getting Purdy back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I mean, I will say, your running backs are great. Achane Gibbs, that's fantastic. I will say your wide receivers do make me nervous. But it's a 14 teamer. Like, you're not, right. You're gonna, anytime you're in a 14 team league, you're gonna have some spots in your lineup where you're like, I don't feel great about that. Mm-hmm. It's a 14 teamer. It's how it is, right? Like, it's just the way it is. So, look, Diggs has been great lately. I'm glad we said yes to Diggs so much on Thursday. Like, he's been just rock solid. And, like, it was a little frustrating. Like, I know that the one touchdown pass went to TreVeyon Henderson, but that play was designed to go to Diggs. Like, if Diggs catches that touchdown, he would have had a monster game. Still had a great game, even without a touchdown. So, no, I don't think you should be worried about this team in a 14-teamer. Nah.
No, it's hard to be stacked everywhere. But don't blow this team up. Don't make any moves that might affect what you're in first place. You're doing something right. Well, okay. Now that I look at it, maybe don't have a third tight end. Like, come on, Chig Okonkwo, you don't need him. Drop Chig, pick up a running back handcuff, right? Some sort of a stash or another receiver you can flex. All right, always looking ahead, and that's the point. By the way, we're trying to help you not just win this week, but also get to the playoffs, win in the playoffs, take the whole thing. But let's look to this weekend. In fact, tomorrow, you're going to set your lineups. You should also be setting your picks for underdog if you haven't yet, because it's a good way to win money right away. But also, if you haven't tried it and you want to try it, this is a good chance to get free money. And I mean it, because you get a free pick. First of all, it's a gimme pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, higher than 0 yards. You get the free pick. You get free cash, bonus cash in your account as soon as you sign up as a new customer on Underdog. If you use code ENDGAME, you get that free pick we just showed you, plus as much as $1,000 of bonus cash. They'll match half of your deposit. And besides that, as soon as you play $5 towards any pick, you're going to get $100 in bonus funds just put right into your account. Again, get this all right away if you're signing up for Underdog, but make sure you use code ENDGAME when you sign up and take advantage of all of that. And we do on the videos and the streams. We'll tell you some of the picks we like. I set mine yesterday. I made a whole bunch. So far, so good. Like, you know what? I'm kind of a go for broke kind of guy. Like, I know everyone makes fun of those like 6 and 7 leg parlay kind of things. I don't go that crazy, but like no risk it, no biscuit, right?
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, we also have a bunch of questions still to get to, but not just here, but also on DraftLane. So quick reminder, if you haven't tried DraftLane yet, this is totally free to download. Go to the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you can download DraftLane. And also, if you use code ENDGAME there, you get 10 free points to use towards some questions. We've got a lot of people doing that. The requests keep coming. So remember, you can use this app, DraftLane, to ask your questions anytime. any time of the day. We will answer them. Almost always less than 24-hour turnaround. Usually a lot less. Sometimes instantly. So, not always. No, I'm promising anything. Just saying. Just so happens. Okay. We have a lot of start sit questions. Let's do one of those. How about that? So, I believe this is Kai Cobra.
Let's do it.
Mercado or Spears? What do you think? And then Fannin, Ridley, Spears, one flex. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to go Demercado Spears, but let's see here. Jefferson, Shakir, Swift, Demercado. Yeah, I guess.
These are all players who were either hurt or on bye. Well, Calvin Ridley. I don't know. Does Calvin Ridley even count?
I think I'd rather take a chance on Spears, honestly.
So really, the question is, Demercado Spears, do you flex Fannin maybe? Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay, so this team is good the way it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it is too risky to start Ridley in that matchup. And Spears a little over Fannin at flex. Although it is close. All right, let's do another one here. And again, if you're Yahoo or Sleeper, you can see your roster. And so this user says, feels like a tough week to win. Got Sutton, Washington, or Dobbs. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we got Sutton and Parker Washington, a receiver. We already had Brees. Got Aaron Jones here. Dobbs, Keenan. I think that's it. Purdy. Not going to Purdy over Herbert. So
nah. Again, I think this one's good as is. I'm not.
I know you like Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I do like Aaron Jones. I mean, maybe Parker Washington. What are the other options? Maybe over Parker
Dobbs.
Washington? Nah.
Or Keenan.
Nah, I already talked about Keenan. He's getting phased out.
All right, so no changes to this lineup. Keenan fading in that offense. Definitely keep Gadsden over Ertz. All right. So, again, we've got plenty of these, but we do want to get back to your super chats. Just want to make sure you all see how it works. It's that simple. We answer your questions just like we do on the stream. And you can ask your question anytime from the comfort of your phone. All right, next super chat, we got Rene Ricardo. Pick 2, Dobbs, Franklin, Pearsall. Who sits? Dobbs?
Yeah, I was going to sit Dobbs here.
Yeah. Now, he is playing. I did mention the injury report earlier. He's in this week, but that's it. He's playing. Juan Torres. Purdy or Stafford?
Stafford.
Yeah, go Stafford. And then 2 between Watson, Tez, Kelsey.
I'm going to go Watson and Tez. This doesn't feel like a big Kelsey week.
Nah. And then, okay, so Eric Sanchez, remember back at the top of the stream, he messed up one of his questions too, he says. 2, Judkins, Harvey, or Dunze?
I'm going to go Dunze and Judkins. It's close between Judkins and Harvey, but I still have Judkins higher.
All right, there you go, Eric. And then Ernesto is here. What's up, Ernesto Cavazos? 2 between Swift, Jalen Warren, and Marks.
Jalen Warren for sure. I have Swift over Marks, barely.
Warren, yes, for sure. Marks and Swift is close. I think I got to find out with Marks against the Titans again. Can he do it again? I'm going to go Marks barely over Swift. That one could go either way. Vladimir Hurst, flex Vidal or Parker Washington in full.
Vidal. I'm going to go Vidal here.
And then Vladimir again, Washington or Sutton.
I still have Sutton ahead of Washington. I know he's been bad the last 2 weeks, but I'm not ready to put Washington over Sutton yet.
Right. What's up, Dion? He's back. Remember, got the non-PPR league. So Auden or Gadsden?
I think you got to go Gadsden. He's fine. Not even on the injury report. I'm going to go Gadsden.
Yeah, I like them both, but yeah, give the edge to Gadsden. Okay, so he's asking now for the playoffs. Who would you roll with, Darnold or Goff?
I mean, why can't we mix and match?
Good question.
But I will say Detroit, if we look at their schedule, obviously Philly this week, that's tough. But then the Giants, okay, Packers tough. But then Cowboys, Rams, got the Rams kind of tough. Steelers, that's pretty good. It's pretty good there. What about Seattle? Seattle's got Rams this week. Titans, that's good. Then Vikings, Falcons, Colts, Rams, Panthers. Not a great schedule. I don't know. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd pick Goff, but I want to be able to mix and match here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this comes down to like roster crunch. But DLZ and 12-teamer, no PPR. Yeah, basically asking which Cardinal running back. It's Demercado, right?
Demercado. Yeah, Demercado.
And not just Demercado has been, a little more efficient lately. He catches passes. Bam is he's questionable still. We don't even know if he's going to play. So it's definitely Demercado. Billy Joe with another one. Baker or Flacco?
I have Flacco higher this week.
Yep. This week, this matchup, you can do that. And then nitty gritty. Let's get down to it. This league gets points for kick returns and punt returns. This is the league where Chimere DK is like the goated.
Yes.
Pick 3 receivers and 1 flex. JSN, Tet, Wandale, Michael Wilson, Mims, Watson, and Kittle.
All right. Well, you got to start JSN. I think Wandale's number 2 for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Watson as my 3rd. Yeah, I might just flex Kittle here.
Yep.
Why not? Just go Kittle at the flex.
Let's do it. Jason, Wandale, Watson, Kittle. All right. Esteban Carlos now. Ooh, now that's interesting. Super flex, Purdy or Genty?
Oh, man. How is this a choice?
Yeah, why can't you start Genty? Like at running back. I guess you have good running backs.
I don't know. I'm probably still going Purdy here.
Yeah.
Like the thing about Purdy, assuming he's healthy enough and gets through the game, what's his floor? 15 points? You know what I mean? Like as long as he throws for 1 touchdown, he's probably getting you 15-ish points. But if he throws for 2 or 3 touchdowns, you know what I mean? The floor is just so high. I know Genty. This is really close, honestly. This is one of those where I'd have to really decide, do I put a QB in the super flex or not.
Yeah, because look, but generally speaking, I'm going in with a QB at the super flex, only not doing that if I feel so good about the other player. Like if Genty was in a smash spot, I gotta have him, or if you're really that worried about the quarterback. And Purdy, I'm worried about him making it through the game intact, but I think he'll be fine performance-wise. I'm just gonna assume that he's actually good enough to play if they're actually putting him out there. So I think you just gotta go Purdy. DD. Manungai, Tucker, Burden. This is 0.25 PPR, but you get bonuses. Or Wilson or Washington.
This is basically like non-PPR. I guess I'll just go Manungai.
I have no interest in Tucker. Burden is not getting enough here, especially 0.25 PPR. Just take what Manungai gives you, or you really want to roll that dice on Wilson, you could. But probably just Manungai. If it was PPR, I might go with a receiver. All right, Ryan Rodgers again. Let's see. Well, I feel like this is the same. Isn't it the same one? Caleb or JJ? Is it Caleb?
You said Caleb and Judkins. I said Judkins.
Yeah. All right. He's testing us. Here's another one. Esteban, Purdy or Bowers.
Well, here I can definitely go Purdy. I can definitely go Purdy here.
And then Cody, JJ McCarthy or Brock Purdy.
I will go Purdy.
Yeah. And we have Lex Dad again, Purdy or Darnold.
Darnold.
And like and subscribe. Yes, agree. Thank you. Good reminder. A little more than halfway. Anybody new, even been here since the top of the stream. If you haven't been here at all before, welcome. Love seeing the new viewers here. If you haven't subscribed, remember that helps us out a lot. We're trying to get to 100K before season is over. Help us get there. And then you know what? We haven't done a lightning round. Let's do that because we got plenty of super chats still to get to. But I feel like let's do some of these other comments. Staying low, Wandale or Higgins?
Higgins.
It is Higgins. Yes. Okay. Let's go to tough one here. T1999. Higgins or Chase Brown?
That is a tough one. Is it PPR? Doesn't say.
Okay.
If it's PPR, I have T higher. If it's non, I'll go Chase Brown.
Yeah. Elvin Gonzalez. The really tough one. It's Brissett or Mills.
I said I got Mills higher.
Donnie. All right, look. I get the Freiermuth hype, but over McBride.
No. McBride with Harrison out, this guy could get 20 targets this week.
Flacco or Dak?
I have Flacco higher. Barely, like literally one spot higher. So Dak might be a little safer.
Yeah, that one is close. Rice or QJ?
Rice.
It's definitely Rice. Rice is still we still have Mustard, didn't we? Mustard?
Yes.
Yeah. And then John Puentes, Flacco over Stafford.
Again, fairly close here, but like Stafford, maybe a little safer, but it is a tough matchup for Stafford. I'm going Flacco.
It's close. Again, it's close. And then Rel, Juwan Jennings or JMO?
I have Jennings higher.
I'm going to go JMO here. I know like Pearsall doesn't completely kill Jennings, but it's not like Jennings has been going off. I'm going to see if JMO keeps it going with the new play caller. All right, let's get to Shabby. Who do I start? Judkins, Vidal, or Marks?
Mark. I have Marks the highest here.
Yep, let's go Marks against that Titans defense. Steven, Baker, or Flacco?
Again, I have Flacco a little bit higher here.
All right, Mark Bone has another one. Needs 2 from Swift, White, Sharps.
I'll probably just go Swift and White.
Yeah, I mean, again, White and Sharps, just hoping for a touchdown, basically. Go the first 2. All right, and then let's get to Ginyu Force. 4 and 6. Wow, I knew you have a good team. Sometimes the luck doesn't break, right? Needs a tight end and 2 flexes here. Loveland, Auden, Flacco, Purdy, Keenan, Mason.
Well, if so, we're saying we could flex Flacco or Purdy, so it's super flex. I'm going to go Flacco as one of the flexes. I'm going to go Auden at tight end. But you're saying 2 flexes? Like, can we flex Flacco and Purdy? I mean, I don't know. I doubt it. I'm going to assume just one. So I'll say Auden at tight end. Flacco is one of the flexes. And then I guess I would flex K9. But if you can flex Flacco and Purdy, yeah, flex Flacco and Purdy with Auden at tight end.
Right. Well, good luck, Ginyu. I mean, you never know. It's not over till it's over. Jacob Larkham needs a flex. Jennings, Franklin, or Tez?
Again, do I have Jennings ahead of Franklin? I do. I'm a little ahead of Franklin. I'm going to go Jennings.
Yeah, I can put Jennings in with this group. Mark said he left Sean Tucker out of his RB question. I don't think that changes anything.
Nah.
Dami. Goff, Brissett, or Mills?
Pretty sure I still have Goff highest. Yes, Goff.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the best Goff game. I'm not going to put Mills over Goff. One running back and one flex. Chase Brown, RJ Harvey, Charbonnet, McConkey, or Devonta Smith.
I'm going to go Chase Brown and Ladd.
Yeah, Chase Brown in a very good spot this week. Let's definitely go him. All right, we got a super chat from GP. Appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone, by the way, who's been super chatting. We're sticking to those because we want to make sure we get everyone's question answered in time. Diggs already played. Kittle is the tight end. So we need a wide receiver and a flex between JMO, Tucker, Marks, Ferguson, Sharbs. Watson is available. Only choice of cut is Pacheco. Yeah, you don't have to, but okay if you cut Pacheco.
Yeah, I'm okay if you cut Pacheco for Watson. I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'm starting him here. I'm going Marks is going to be the flex. I think I have Jameson still over Watson. Yes, I do. So Jameson will be my wide receiver with Marks as my flex.
And I already got McCaffrey and Aaron Jones. All right, you're good. I think you're good. And this is PPR. Thank you, GP. Good luck. This is a funny one. What are the odds? Legend. He offered JMO and Monungai to get Justin Jefferson. What are the odds?
It should be 0. It should be 0.
He's like, they did kind of want Monungai.
But, I mean, look, if they're panicked about Jefferson, it might be like 10%.
Hey, we have seen some crazy trades. This would not be the worst, right?
It'd be up there.
It would be up there
among the worst.
I wouldn't feel great, but we'll see. Thomas, Waddle or Chase Brown? He's saying rest of the season.
Now, come on. We don't have to decide this rest of the season, but I do have Chase Brown slightly above Waddle this week. This is tough though. I like them both a lot.
Yeah, this again, it's kind of aggravating. You can't start both, but again, Chase Brown has been good. He's the workhorse / bell cow. Great matchup. P. Ryan is out. I think you just got to go him. All right, and then the next super chat is Tyler C again. JMO or Watson in 0.7?
I mean, I don't know if 0.7 changes anything for me. I still have Jameson a little bit higher.
Yeah, Jameson here. Will Davies. This is standard. Parker, Washington, QJ, Pearsall, Franklin.
Actually, wait. I think I have Franklin ahead of QJ this week just because of that target share. It's standard though. It's non-PPR.
Yes, or hoping for chunk yardage, touchdown.
Okay, then I'll go back to QJ. I'll go to QJ.
Yeah, I think that makes Franklin less interesting here to some extent. Parker, I know Parker Washington did score, but I don't guarantee it. Adrian is back. What's up, Adrian Baca? Need the flex in PPR. Shakir, RJ Harvey, Parker Washington. And then wondering if you should snatch Algier to stash instead of the Bijano.
I mean, that's fine. Depends on there's nothing wrong with stashing high-end handcuffs like Algier, whether you have Bijan or not. Just depends who you're going to drop, of course. For your flex this week in PPR, I mean, I literally have Shakir one spot ahead of Harvey. Feels a little safer. That one's really close.
Yeah, I think barely Shakir here. It's one of the first two. I think go Shakir. Like if you had to drop one of these guys, like if you had to drop Parker Washington to get Algier, I think that's fine. Because again, we're looking long term, we're looking playoffs. Parker Washington isn't a set and forget, so I think that's fine. Kalen Sneed wants to know Devonta Smith or Devontae Adams.
I think you got to go Devontae Adams. He's just been he's been too good.
Yeah, and somebody earlier had asked Adams, saying like, "Oh, nervous about the back." It's not a big deal. I mean, I think he'll be fine. So he's probably going to play. Adams plays, you want to play him. And it says, "Thanks for the advice to start TreVeyon Henderson." That paid off.
Yes, that definitely paid off.
Bentastic needs 2 running backs, a receiver, and 2 flexes between Henry, Vidal, Etienne, Pickens, White, Jones, Rome.
I'm going to go Henry. Have Etienne over Vidal, so I'm going to go Henry, Etienne. Pickens has to. Oh, no. I didn't see Aaron Jones snuck in there at the end. I'm going to go Henry, Aaron Jones. Pickens has to be the wide receiver. I'm going to flex Rome and Etienne. So I guess Henry, Etienne, Aaron Jones, Rome, and Pickens.
All right. Now this painful is the word. Trick on TreVeyon. OG Snow. The good news, made a trade and got TreVeyon Henderson. The bad news is somehow went against TreVeyon Henderson this week.
See this, like, I don't understand this. Like, just make the trade. Like, if the trade is going to go through, just push the trade through so both people can have the players they traded for this week. This makes no sense.
Yeah, I always thought that was stupid. Why is there like a 2-day waiting period? Like for what?
For vetoes, for people to veto it. That's what it's for. For people to vote and veto it. That's what it's for. But it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Like, give vetoes out. Look, if you have a good commissioner, which I understand a lot of leagues don't have good commissioners, but if you have a good commissioner, if the trade is a bad trade, you can always go back and undo the trade.
That's true. I mean, it's not like it's like irreparable damage. There shouldn't ever be a veto or going back on a trade unless it's clearly collusion, right?
Right.
If that happens, you got bigger problems than one trade in your league.
Exactly. And the commissioner can just go back and put the players back at the way they were. Every league, every site will let you do that. Like,
yep. Well, hurts, but the good news is at least you got TreVeyon going forward.
Yeah, that's true.
Will Davies in a 10-team standard, Loveland or Theo?
Going Theo here.
Yep. Theo gets a bump, rise above anything. How are we doing? Ooh, Mariota or Purdy?
I'm going to go Purdy.
Yeah, I don't really trust Purdy completely, but I trust him more than Mariota. Does London play? Sounds like
I hope so. I sure hope so.
Think he will. All right, now we feel like we have to help OG Snow after that. Stack the receiver. Would you drop Sutton for Woody?
Yeah. Well, oh man, I don't know. I said that really quick when you said you stacked the wide, but Sutton?
That was quick.
Sutton? You're gonna drop Cortland Sutton? Why are we dropping Cortland? Like, come on. You don't have like a running back handcuff you can drop or something? Really, Sutton? I mean, this has got to be a pretty shallow league if Woody Marks is still out there.
Yeah, but I know I don't think I can drop Sutton.
Yeah, I don't think I can drop Sutton.
I mean, I only would think about this if you're just really desperate at running back, right? Like you need to start Woody Marks. I don't think you do. So, I mean, I would want to start Woody Marks this week, but yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think I can drop Sutton. Justin Gilbert. Let's see. Got McConkey, Tez, Etienne, Vidal, Genti, Corum. Is Corum in the starting lineup? Ooh. Yeah, I can't start Corum. Who do you start instead of him?
I start Chris Rodriguez.
Schultz or Ertz?
Schultz.
Yep, definitely Schultz. All right. And I think everything else is good. Okay. And then the next one is Jenga. Pick 2 receivers between DK McMillan, BTJ, Juwan Jennings, JMO, Franklin, or Myers.
I've got Jennings first, Franklin second, Jameson third. So I guess I'm going Jennings, Franklin.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of say the same thing I've been saying. I'd rather take a chance on JMO than Jennings. Let me see. Andrews or Theo Johnson? Andrew, I don't have a lot of Mark Andrews questions.
I'm going to go with Theo Johnson.
I mean, they're both pretty much touchdown dependent, aren't they?
Yeah.
Vincent Lenaud. Hello. Welcome back. 8-teamer, third place, Dak. Let's see. Bijan. What is that? TVH?
Yeah. Travion Henderson. I guess he's saying he already played him.
Oh, Travion Henderson. Okay. I get it. Nico Rice McBride, Chase Brown on the bench. It's an 8-teamer.
Wow. Ibuka on the bench?
I think this goes back to earlier. We had this kind of discussion. I think I could go with Ibuka over Rice.
That one's close. And just because Rice technically does have a semi-difficult matchup, I might just go with Ibuka over Rice.
Everything else is good. I mean, again, you got a ton of good players. You're an 18er. Easy Vanya. Welcome back. Main concern is matchups and script, right? Okay. So we need 2 receivers, running back, at tight end, and a flex. Wow. Barkley, London, Rice, Gadsden, Higgins on the bench. Henry, Judkins, Harvey, Goddard. What do we think? And this doesn't say if it's PPR. I guess we'll assume it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I know it's hard having Henry on the bench, but he's in a tough spot. I would definitely go with what you have. I'm just going to go with what you have here. Barkley, London, Rice, Gadsden, Higgins. I mean, if for some reason London sits, I guess you can move Higgins in, and then I would flex Henry.
Yeah, and like it's the only possible decision. Like here, Gadsden, Goddard. I think you just keep Gadsden in there, right? This week.
Oh yeah, I go Gadsden. I mean, Goddard's fine too.
Yeah, it's close. That's why I'm like, that's close. It's not Harvey doesn't make the cut here. Judkins, yeah. So I think you're good basically the way you are. Let's go back to Juan Pablo. McCarthy or Purdy?
Purdy.
Yep. In this case, you can go Purdy. Benny, it's not done. Benny Black. Would you flex Michael Wilson or just go Muth?
I don't know. I think I would go Michael Wilson here. I don't know. Like, Muth is still risky. Still risky.
You know, he is a tight end and he's facing the Bengals. But the thing with the Steelers, like, I could see this being one of those Jonnu Smith weeks, right? Just to pull the wool. It's a very Art Smith thing to do. Let's go Michael Wilson. 0, TK421. Needs what RB, what does it say? Next week? Why are we looking at next week yet? White, the Tennessee running backs, Chubb, Algier, Demercado.
For next week, I mean, I don't know. What if Bucky's back next week? Then we're not playing Rashad White. I mean, what if Pollard gets hurt? Then maybe we're playing Tyjae Spears. What if
Benson comes back? We're not playing Demercado. I mean, what if
let's
Bijan gets hurt and you have to play Algier?
Yeah, let's deal with next week.
Yeah, like we talk about looking ahead and planning ahead, but we're talking about roster construction. Start sit is a 1 week at a time thing. Just has to be. Tony Thomas, Purdy or Love?
I'm still gonna go Love here. It should be a bounce back spot for Love this week.
Yeah, in this case, don't need to risk Purdy. Pick two between Pollard, Chubb, Singletary, and Rodriguez.
I'm going to go Rodriguez and Pollard. I don't think I can put those guys ahead of Pollard.
Yeah. All right. John Wickering is in the house. All right. Do I even have to ask if Judkins would have scored, it would have hit? Oh, man. Remember the anytime touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, that you knew what you're getting into before you did it. So, all right. He wants to know, suggest RB and wide receivers. Are we looking for seven? Seven? Okay,
Wow, a 7-person anytime touchdown.
here we
How much
go.
does
All
that
right,
pay?
let's
That's
break
gotta
out
pay
the
like
list.
gotta pay a lot. That aren't obvious. I mean, I like Jalen Warren to score this week. Definitely.
I think Woody Marks.
Don't think he's obvious. Yeah, Woody Marks, not a bad one.
Is Chase Brown obvious?
He might be obvious. I don't know. I like QJ's chances to score. He's definitely not obvious. I like Christian Watson's chances to score. I like Aaron Jones. I don't think he's obvious. AJ Brown.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, not obvious. I like his chances to score.
I'm gonna throw Waddle in there. Waddle against the Commanders.
Waddle.
Yeah.
Waddle.
Okay. Yeah, that Watson one, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, he definitely does have a shot. Nico probably is obvious, but I like Woody Marks.
Nico's
I think a
probably
little bit better. One more. I'll give you one more to give you some options. T. Higgins. I don't think it's like an absolute smash, like obvious, like it's not Chase. So there you go. Good luck. Jenga. Again. Have Bo Nix. Would you rather start? Yes. Love, Purdy, McCarthy, Darnold, Mario. Okay. What order? Let's rank these quarterbacks.
I got Darnold. Darnold number 1. Love number 2.
You shouldn't need to go deeper than that. Pick one for receiver: Odunze, Adams, or AJ. Just one.
I have Adams number 1. If for some reason he's not playing, I would go AJ Brown second.
All right, there you go. Andrea is out in the house. Welcome
What's up?
back as always. Sutton or Watson?
I still have Sutton higher. Like Watson definitely has more upside this week, but he's also riskier. I still have Sutton above Watson.
Yeah, this one's interesting because you just said you kind of have a good feeling Watson for some upside scoring, and then we're like been dogging Sutton. But I know if it's my lineup, I'm keeping Sutton in there. All right, how about this? Alex Cruz wants to know, doesn't say if it's PPR, Sutton or Monungai.
I'm going Sutton, I think, either way here.
Yeah, I would too. Okay, then we have Firefox 122. Appreciate you. 14-teamer. Got Jones and Purdy, Smith, Tez, Shaheed, Burden, Loveland. Thoughts? He put running back. I'm assuming he meant receiver because those are receivers.
Yeah.
Unless something is missing here. Keep Purdy.
I would just keep Purdy.
Oh, for Brissett, McCarthy, Tua, or Gino?
Nah, just keep Purdy. Roll with Purdy this week. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to, I hope that's Devonta Smith.
Okay. So yeah, I was like, the running backs are missing. Here are the running backs.
Yeah.
CMC,
okay.
That's a good one. Mason and Spears, those not so good.
And then Devonta Smith is your wide receiver 1?
Nope, got London JSN.
Okay, that helps. That's pretty good. You got CMC, JSN, and London. That's pretty good in a 14-teamer. You got Daniel Jones coming back next week. Yeah, it's pretty good. You should feel pretty good here.
Yeah, and exactly. Jones, Purdy, totally fine mix and match there. I like Tua a little bit better than Purdy this week, but I'd rather have Purdy rest of the season, assuming he stays healthy. So, yeah, I think you're fine. For a 14-teamer, your depth is good enough. I mean, you have CMC and you have JSN, right? You're in a good spot. All right. Let's now get to, we have a new member. It's Richard G. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And then if you did put a question up, I'm looking, and we'll put it up. Got to find it first. And then let's do this. Well, we got a super chat from Twilight Conflict. We'll also look for this question, which is Tez Johnson or Khalil Shakir.
I still have Shakir higher. He's just safer.
Right. Like Khalil Shakir in a pretty good spot this week. Then we have Trent Bonebreak. What do you think about this? The rookie who's just coming on, who just had a monster game, for the stud running back that hasn't played half the season, who are you taking?
I'm taking Travion. He's got a fantastic schedule. I mean, you got to think. It just feels like one of those, like every year, like, you know what this feels like? Bucky Irving from last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And look, we say the stud running back, but can we really say Bucky's a stud? Like, he had a great second half last year, but what did he even do this year before the injury? No. Like, this is why, I mean, I'm not definitely not victory lapping injury, because that's the dumbest thing ever. But like, he wasn't tearing it up even before the injury, right? He wasn't tearing it up. This is why I was kind of like not loving Bucky in the second round. I'm like, we can't just say this guy's a stud after 6-7 games of his career, right? Like, and so when Henderson's being drafted in round 2 next year, we're gonna have to have that debate again, right? When he wins leagues this year, and then it's like, oh, you guys, that has to be a second rounder. Yeah, I'm just taking Henderson rest of the season for real.
Because what you're doing with Bucky, even if he comes back next week, you're still taking on some risk with him, right? Taking on some risk. Why? Yeah, exactly. Why do it?
Yeah.
Rest of season, Dart or Stafford? Rest of season?
I think it's got to be Stafford.
Yeah.
The way he's been playing.
Yep. All right, here's Richard's question. In PPR, Harvey or Marks? So it's a close
Marks. I like Marks this week.
Yeah. I mean, look, Harvey's the guy, but it's just the matchup, right? If he was in a better spot, maybe, but Marks is too good of a matchup. All right, there you go. Thank you, Richard. Next, we got, well, that's the one we did. Okay. Sammy. Pick 3, Vidal, AJB, Jennings, Tez.
I have AJB 1, Vidal 2, and I have Jennings number 3.
Yeah, I'm fine with that on this group. Rise with another one. Juwan Jennings, Christian Watson.
I still have Jennings ahead of Watson this week.
Yeah, I'll go Jennings over Watson, both volatile. Tomas Medina, flex 2.5. JMO, Rashad White, Vidal, Juwan Jennings, Tet.
Again, I still have Vidal and Jennings as 1 and 2 here.
Yeah, and I keep saying, again, I would prefer JMO to go for some upside over Jennings, but yeah, 1.5. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I would say Vidal and JMO. Will Davies now, 10-teamer, Gino, Rogers, Purdy, Mariota, McCarthy with no dimes. Go Purdy or Rogers.
Yeah, I think I'd feel better about Purdy in the 49ers offense than Rodgers. I know he gets the Bengals, but I'm still going to go Purdy here.
Yeah, it's close between those two. I do feel better about Purdy. EAW. Stafford or Herbert?
I've got Herbert higher.
Yeah, and then Rice or Buka.
I mean, we've been saying just maybe don't risk it. Rice against the Broncos, even though Surtain is out, but still, maybe just go with Buka. Buka should be great this week.
Yeah, again, based on the matchup, give the edge to Buka this week. Yeah, how these are flex options, I don't know.
Yeah, like what is your team like if this is your flex? That's crazy.
Richard G. Allen, London, Waddle, Bijan, Kyron Muth, Tucker, and Marks needs to win to stay alive. Okay, I don't. I don't think you went Bijan twice, but that was from before. He was marked. Wait, Tucker? Tucker? Trey
He
Tucker?
says he says this is his starting lineup.
Wait, let me go back.
I
So
don't
we
know
just
what-
did Harvey or Marks. Like, because his question was Harvey or Marks. Is that Trey Tucker, right? It can't be anybody else.
I mean, it could be Sean Tucker.
Well, I would just say if it's Tucker as a flex, I would rather flex Harvey than Tucker, right?
Yeah, than either Tucker, honestly.
Yeah. So if that's what this is, we're reading this right, Richard, then yeah, Marks is the one we like the best. Would rather go Harvey over Tucker. All right, and then Twilight Conflict, JMO or Shakir.
Again, I'm still gonna go Shakir here. I mean, he's in that Bills offense. He's solid. It's not a great matchup for Jameson this week. Although with everybody being hurt, it may help.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, we talked about at the very beginning. We did an injury report. Laporta's out, so they may lean on JMO more. It is a tough spot, so it's like offsets. So in this case, Shakir, nothing scares me about that matchup. He's solid. So I will go Shakir here. Legend wants to clarify something. He's saying, which team would you prefer in the playoffs?
Okay, Daniel Jones, CMC Henry, Etienne, Purdy, Achane Gibbs.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, this is pretty close. I think I give the running back edge to team 2 just because Achane Gibbs both studs. CMC obviously a stud, but Henry has been kind of good this year. Rice, Pittman, JSN, Diggs, that feels very close, honestly. Like, I prefer Olave as the flex over Addison. I mean, RB3, Etienne Marks, that feels close. This is pretty close. Very, very close.
Yeah, very, very balanced. I'm not sure because you're saying not mine, so I'm not sure what team that is, and you're just trying to compare yours to a friend or a league mate or something.
Or maybe like if he makes a trade or something. I don't know. Maybe he makes a trade. This is what his team would look like. I don't know. This is really close. So I don't know if I have I don't know if I could say strongly one team or the other.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure. Now, I do feel like team 1, we didn't see who the tight end is, right? So
yeah,
that would make a big difference. But yeah, this is honestly, we could just go either way. Legend, this is like whoever has the better week. It could go both ways. All right, and then let's see EAW again. And 8-teamer. Puka, London, Bijan, Williams, McBride, Igbuka, Rice. Igbuka or Rice? Okay, that was the question. I said Igbuka.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Wow. Okay, well, we are caught up now on the super chats and the members, so we're going to do a few other regular questions. Also, I feel like because we're getting backed up here, I'm going to do one more of the draft lane questions since we got a minute.
Yeah, we did just get some breaking news. Not only J.K. Dobbins going on an injury reserve, but he has to have surgery on his foot. His season is over.
Oh, he's done just like that?
He's done.
Yeah. Well, now you see why he, number one, wanted a second opinion. And number two, he was complaining online about that hip drop tackle, which he was saying is, the cause. So, man, brutal. But RJ Harvey, Travion Henderson, league winners. Sounds like it.
Yep.
All right. All right, let's do another start sit here. So this is how it works. This is Draft Lane. This is our app. Try it out. See how easy it is. You ask questions just like you do online. Check the lineup, please. Better start Purdy and drop Love or Knicks. I can drop Knicks, that's for sure. But start Love probably over Purdy, yeah.
Yeah, Love over Purdy. You can drop Knicks. Yeah.
AGP. That's a good team. I mean, there's nothing to do here, I don't think.
Nah.
So, I mean, Michael Wilson, we're not putting Michael Wilson over like Shakir or AJB.
No. No, definitely not.
So no changes to lineup. You can drop Knicks to stash Purdy, but start Love this weekend. Okay, and that was too quick. Let's do another. Nocturnal. Playing the 1 seed. 7-game win streak. Was 0-3. Nice. That's it's not how you start. It's how you finish. Based off matchup, who do I have on my bench that should be activated? Well, since this user is in a Yahoo or Sleeper League, we can see we've got Hurts, London, Michael Wilson, and Tyron Tracy. Is that Mason Taylor? It's Mason Taylor.
Oh, man, that hurts.
Wow, Fannin was in there. Man, okay.
All right.
Lost an opportunity to start Mac Hollins, too. Okay. Parker Washington is down here. I don't think anybody else. Maybe Franklin. But
I don't have Franklin over Shakir, so I mean Michael Wilson though. I would probably go Franklin over Michael Wilson.
Yeah, that's the only one. And then we got Tracy, but the only running backs on the bench are Tucker, Bigsby. We can't do that, right?
Nah.
Okay, so that's it. Well, to excuse the Mason Taylor thing, I can't. Sorry. I would have waited for Fannin. Okay. Only change is Franklin over Wilson. Would have preferred Fannin, but easy to say now. All right. And yeah, I think that was it. All right, we'll get to the rest of those. Let's finish this off, though. You guys know how Draftling works by now, if you haven't already. JCR has one more. Tet or Parker Washington?
I'm going to go Parker Washington. I will say if BTJ plays, maybe that's enough for me to put Tet in, but I don't think BTJ is playing.
Yeah, I'm not counting on it. All right, Richard's got one in a different league in half. Rashad White or AJ Brown? It's
AJ Brown.
Yeah, definitely AJ Brown. All right, Legend, to clarify, that tight end on the first one was Kittle. Yeah, I think that gives a slight edge to team one. I mean, it could go either way still. Yes, you're right, Thomas. Okay. Richard, also a lonely West Coast Dolphin fan. I don't think it matters where you are. If you're a Dolphin fan these days, it's pretty lonely. Let's suck less at golf with Coach Kendall. Aaron Jones or Etienne?
Aaron Jones.
Marvin Lewis. Thank you, Marvin. Standard. Caleb or Purdy?
Caleb.
Yeah, and start two in the flex. Harvey, White, Vidal, DeMarcado. It's standard.
I'm going to go Harvey and Vidal.
And then Addison or Sutton.
Pretty sure I have Addison. I've got him like 2 spots below Sutton, but I think I just go Addison.
Yeah, I mean, Sutton isn't like an absolute must sit, but give the edge to Addison this week. Oh, this is an interesting one. Rendon Die. Now that we know it's official with Dobbins, trade BTJ to get Harvey.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I don't feel like things are just going to suddenly turn around for BTJ. And,
nope.
It's not his year. Let's go Harvey. Yeah, well, we'll see if they accept it. Jamal Banks, Mariota or Brissett?
I think with Harrison out, I'll just go Mariota.
Yeah, and then Watson or Michael Wilson.
I'll go Watson.
There you go. And yeah, agree, Michael. Thank you. Thumbs up before we get out of here. Don't forget, everybody, give us a like. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet for some reason, don't forget to subscribe. Try to find a couple more that we haven't done yet. And I mean, talking about players we haven't talked about yet. We got Vice Key, though, also. Worried about Henry. You mentioned QJ in the Hidden Gems. So QJ over Henry, could you?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Look, QJ is, I mean, look, I don't speak for what you said, but a hidden gem, right? Like a sneaky start. You're like a flex who has potential to do more. Like, I know we don't love Henry, but he's more than just like a flex, right? Still.
Yes. Yes.
EAW, what about flex? Demercado, Pierce Hall, George?
I'll probably just go Demercado here. Bless you. I'll just go Demercado here.
Yeah, Demercado is fine. I don't think Dortch. That'd be pretty deep to go Dortch. And then let's see. All right, Keenan, Dak or Brissett? It's Dak.
Dak.
What about Jennings or Flowers?
Flowers.
It's Flowers. Eric Angel. What about in standard? Aaron Jones, JMO, or Ladd?
In standard, I'll go Aaron Jones.
Yep, because it's standard. If it was PPR, I think it would be Ladd, but not in this case. Flavio Dior doesn't mind telling everyone he's 10-0 in a 14-man league. That's
nice. Well done.
Impressive. And let's see, bench players: Coleman, Naylor, Otten, and Slayton. Man, this team is undefeated. Okay, but I don't think there's any changes here. I mean, Slayton's not playing. Naylor, Coleman, Otten.
I mean, who's the tight end? McBride? No, you're good. You're good.
Wow, that's impressive. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. Sandeep needs 3. Rico, Vidal, Chase Brown, Warren, who sits.
Vidal sits here.
Vidal sits. And all right. Jay, Sama, start, Tracy Hunt, or K9.
I think I'll just go Kareem Hunt here. At least I know he's the lead back for the Chiefs. He's got touchdown upside. Go Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. Why not? Touchdown upside. All right. We'll call it for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 3 hours before kickoff. Although technically, I think there's another one of those early annoying kickoffs, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Multitasking. You have one screen, and then you have this screen. You got your phone watching us or your computer, and then you got the TV on. You want to keep the football game on, it's fine. We'll keep you updated anyways. We'll definitely update you on the injury report, everything you need to know before the week starts. Continues. And anybody here hasn't watched all the videos for this week, we got something every day for you, not just start sit, but those sneaky starts, those stashes, everything. So check out all the videos, and of course subscribe and turn notifications on so you know when we go live and when we drop new videos. All right, appreciate everybody being on here, and we will see you tomorrow.